What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of What's Up with Matthew Sitz. I almost want to say, goodness gracious, great balls of What's Up with Matthew Sitz. I don't know why. I just kind of feel like that. Folks, we're going to get right to it. As you can see in our shout out, University of Chicago faculty, and we have a amazing, huge supporter, number one, of court theater. And also, more importantly, a professor of neurobiology from the University of Chicago, the world famous Peggy Mason. Peggy, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Peggy.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too. I mean, it's not in person, but you know, this will work for now. So, Peggy, where are you? Can you share where you are right now?
Oh yeah. I'm in a cedar forest. Let's
What?
go look at our cedar forest.
Okay. Oh
It's
man, this is our first ever
pretty
tour,
awesome.
folks.
Okay, we're on a tour. We're
Okay.
walking. We're talking. And
Wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, wow. Look at that garden. Holy cow.
So this is British Columbia.
Okay.
It's actually so nice. I'm going to sit out here.
Okay. Well, then there
Okay.
we go. I love it.
There we go.
Yeah,
There's the
it's
cedar forest.
Holy cow. That's gorgeous. And you have great connection, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
losing you.
It's good. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. We go
Wow.
back inside.
Oh, but thanks for the tour. That's our first ever tour on this show. Well, I guess we'll stick to what have you been doing to stay busy during quarantine? What?
I'm working.
Are you working? Are you teaching and doing other things?
No.
Okay.
I've gotten a lot of work done. We have articles coming out. I'm writing articles, and I've been working on a new book, and I'm going to be able to complete the book proposal soon. So this is kind of working for me. I'm sorry for those that it's not working for, which I know there are a lot of.
Sure.
In so many ways, but I'm good.
You're good. You're good. You're getting work done. Yeah.
I'm getting work done in a cedar forest. So
It is. hashtag humble brag. In terms of you, what got you into biology, or specifically neurobiology? What made you kind of gravitate towards that?
Well, I mean, so first of all, there was this moment in time, and it was a very specific moment. I had taken a sort of halfway through my third year in college, I took a break for a year. And when I came back, or before I came back, I was having lunch with a friend of mine. So he was a year ahead of me. And he tells me that he just got accepted into atmospheric chemistry, a PhD program, blah, 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 blah. And he tells me they're going to pay me to get this PhD. And at that moment, I realized, oh, crap, I actually have to make a freaking living in a year's time.
Yeah.
And I thought, what the hell am I going to do? And then I thought, this PhD thing where if you can get paid to get a PhD, that's a good gig. So
Yeah.
I thought, oh, what am I going to do with it? And I was, at the time, I was pretty much focusing on ecology and evolution. And I knew that wasn't going to work for me.
Okay.
So I looked around, and I had seizures as a kid, and even though I hated my neurologist, I thought the whole thing was kind of interesting. So I thought, oh, let me try this neurobiology thing. And,
maybe I could do better than them. That's just me. I'm just kidding.
But anyway, so I took a class with John Dowling, and he was terrific, and he let me work in his lab, and then that was that.
Wow, one thing just led to another. Yeah. Recently, you've been working on biology, working on the biology of empathy, right? Is that correct? Do you?
Yeah.
In terms of theater, do you think theater has a role to play in the development of empathy or pro-social behavior?
That's a great question. I think that theater, what I've noticed since I've been going more and more to theater, more and more to court, is how much theater engenders emotions in a much different way than non-live shows. So I think it really gets people to feel things that they would not ordinarily. And yeah, I think it makes people it allows people to adopt get into the shoes of another person, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely.
And at a level that is pretty difficult to do in other ways.
Yeah, like when it's different than when you're watching a movie or a TV show.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's what another thing that's very striking to me is it's really different from reading a script. So, court shares these scripts with us, and so I read the scripts and then I see it on stage, and it's a totally different experience. And that's that's what I'm so admiring of in the theatrical arts. I'm admiring of the directors and the actors that they can do this switcheroo. I've read plays that I loved, and I've read plays that I didn't particularly like, but then I've seen that play that I didn't particularly like, and I loved it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a really beautiful piece of magic that you all do.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. All right, Peggy, are you ready for the games of this portion? All right, here we go. All right, folks, this game is called Trivia Time, and this one's tailored towards, of course, Dr. Peggy Mason, and it's brain trivia. Ooh. Ah. So, Peggy, I'm going to ask you some questions. And here we go. And please forgive me if I am improperly pronouncing these names. All right, here we go. Which is the primary function of the occipital lobe? So which of these two is the primary function of the occipital lobe? Falling in love or reception of visual impulses?
The second.
That's correct. I don't know.
Not in a human, by the way.
Not in a human, by the way.
No, we don't have an occipital lobe.
Okay. I need to audit one of your classes, like 101, the basic one. I think you teach higher, but all right. Well, good job. Thank you. 1 point. All right, here we go. A corpus Brent, our producer. Callostomy. A corpus colostomy, all right. A corpus colostomy involves what?
Cutting the corpus callosum. Cutting the connection between the two hemispheres.
There we go. Separating the two hemispheres of the brain. Of course we didn't have to give Peggy the multiple choice. Come on. All righty. So 2 for 2. Nice work. Nice work. Which of these is not a component of a neuron? All right, here we go. Dendrite, axon, hydrocephalus, myelin. Hydrocephalus. We have to kind of simplify these. I can see your but thank you for partaking. All right, here we go. And then I think this is the last question of the trivia game. Which part of the brain controls the pituitary gland?
Pituitary. It's the
pituitary gland. Oh, what's that?
The hypothalamus.
There we go, folks. 4 for 4. Of course, Peggy Mason was 4 for 4. Let's give her a round of applause on that one.
Yeah, that was a little scary because what if I had failed?
Well,
the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Okay, we do need to get a cat.
Yes, definitely. Let's get your cats.
Come on, Minnie. Come on, Minnie Mins.
Oh, Brent, this is awesome. This is going great.
Do you want to come in?
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
You can go out, Bree. Okay. I'm on door duty. There's 3 cats.
3 cats. Gotcha. Alrighty, folks. Now we're going to get a little to the shows that that Peggy has seen at Court Theater, but this is a little bit easier. So this game is called Rapid Memory Fun Times Hooray! All right, so we went into your records in our ticket system and looked at every show that you've seen, and it's quite a lot, which we love. Thank you for the support. So we kept them a little more recent. And we're just, I'm going to name a show that you've seen, and you're just going to say the first thing that comes to your head about the show, whether you liked it, didn't like it, was something that evolved in the show. Maybe you helped out on something with the show with Nora or Charlie. So here we go. So this one, there's 3 versions of this, but the first show is an Iliad.
OI.
She saw it at OI.
Yeah, OI. Big, massive, beautiful statuary from long ago.
Yep, love it. Next show, The Mousetrap.
The costumes, okay? The colors, the costumes. I loved Mousetrap.
Next show, Oedipus Rex.
Jocasta.
Jocasta, Kate Collins.
Yeah.
She was amazing in that, yeah.
That's a tragedy. I actually think, the horrible thing about Oedipus Rex is he doesn't know the evil he is doing. And I think that there's a parallel today in COVID time, because you can be asymptomatic and communicate COVID. So you have the potential. We all live under this potential of doing an evil without knowing it or without intending it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, I know you talk to Nora and help Nora all the time. I think you should just be one of our dramaturgs for one of the show. Oh, that was.
We'll leave that to Nora.
We'll leave that to Nora.
Leave that to Nora.
Gotcha. Next show, King Hedley II.
The little plant. It felt almost as though the plant almost could have saved him.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That was a huge part of his character.
And then everything conspired. I mean, he was a hair away from being okay.
Yeah.
It was, that was torturous. I love the plant and his love for the plant.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then the last show of Rapid Memory Fun Time Hooray is The Adventures of Augie March.
I loved the Funky Doodle brother.
Yes.
Talk much. Yeah.
That's what you remember. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I remember a lot more than that, but
of course.
First thing. I
love it. I'll text Travis after this. I'll be like, you just impressed the professor of neurobiology.
I love that. And I loved his role in the play.
Well, excellent. Thank you for sharing those, Peggy. All right. Everybody's favorite, except for Peggy Mason's. We're getting to the last game of our show, and this is the Wheel of Wonder.
The Wheel of Wonder.
I'm sorry, neighbors. I do that about twice a week. All right, Peggy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spin this wheel behind me, and there are things in those envelopes, and whatever it lands on, you've got to do. On a scale of 1 to 100, how nervous are you?
92.
92. I love that. All right, here we go, Peggy. All right, and this one is... Oh, this is a good one. All right. So, Peggy, tell us about the first date you ever went on.
I remember that. That was one of the possible things. I have actually no clue, no recall of a first date, none. But I do recall my first kiss.
Oh, tell us the
It was an
good
awesome
stuff.
Kiss with Carlos Garcia behind a bush at a party in 8th or 9th grade. And it was fabulous. And I don't think we ever talked again.
Oh my gosh, I love that story. I mean, you were
But I thought,
already
oh, yeah,
up here.
This is good. I like that kissing thing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, Peggy. I miss you so much. We all miss you so much.
I miss court. I miss, yeah.
Yeah. Peggy, thank you. Do you have anything to share with our viewers, anybody that's watching right now?
Everyone, stay safe. We're going to get through this. Not for a while, but we'll get through it one way or another. And I hope you're all well.
Yeah. I think that's why I like Peggy Mason the most. Matter of fact, straight to the point. So, Peggy, thank you so much. You got a great smile.
Thank you, Matthew.
Absolutely. Keep that smile, keep that matter of factness going. And folks, that's another episode of What's Up with Matthew Sitz with Dr. Peggy Mason, Professor of Neurobiology at the University of Chicago. Thank you, everybody. Bye.